It's about to be a party up in here! Round 1. Ready? Go! This move might decide the entire match! Let's go! Player 1 takes an early lead. あなたごとわけないことだわ。バビッとやっつけちゃうぞ。Round 2. Ready? Go! うりゃ触らない。KO! And we're tied up. 余裕値。行くとするか。Now or never. Ready? Go! Baseball cannon! Victory in their sights! Reach for the top! Ready? Go! Who is going to take the win? Final round. Ready? Go! was a nail biter. Keep an eye on this matchup. Winner!
嘘、もう終わり？肩透かしもいいとこだわ。